Zechariah, I am zealous for Zion. Zechariah 4:1 through 6:15. Lesson 2. Introduction. 1. In this study we shall examine a. The remaining four visions, Zechariah 4:1 through 6:8. b. The command to crown Josiah the high priest, Zechariah 6:9 through 15. From Zechariah 4:1, it appears that Zechariah had fallen into a deep sleep after the first four visions. Awakened by an angel, he is shown four more. Visions in the Night, Part 2. A. The gold lampstand and two olive trees. 1. Awakened from a deep sleep, Zechariah is shown a golden lampstand with 7 lamps and 7 pipes, with olive trees on both sides. Zechariah 4:1 through 3. 2. Asking the angel what they represent, he is told a. That it is a message to Zerubbabel, the governor, Zechariah 4:6. b. That by God's Spirit, not man's might or power, Zerubbabel shall bring forth the capstone, finishing stone of the temple, Zechariah 4:6 and 7. c. Thus Zerubbabel will finish the temple, Zechariah 4:8 and 9. d. For the eyes of the Lord, represented by the 7 lamps, which scan the whole earth, rejoice to see the plumb line in the hand of Zerubbabel, Zechariah 4:10. e. And that the olive trees represent 2 anointed ones, Joshua the high priest and Zerubbabel the governor, who stand beside the Lord, Zechariah 4:11 through 14. With such encouragement, who can despise the day of small things, as the temple looked when its foundation was first laid? See Ezra 3:11 through 12 and Haggai 2:2 and 3. b. The flying scroll. 1. Turning and raising his eyes, Zechariah sees a flying scroll, 20 cubits long and 10 cubits wide, approximately 30 feet by 15 feet. Zechariah 5:1 and 2. 2. The scroll is explained as being the curse going out on the whole earth. Zechariah 5:3 and 4. a. According to what is written on one side, every thief will be expelled. b. According to what is written on the other side, every perjurer will be expelled. c. Thus it will enter and consume the houses of thieves and those who swear falsely. Such people were responsible for the downfall of Israel and Judea. Hosea 4:2 and 3 and Micah 2:2 and 3. This vision ensures such will be removed from God's people. c. The woman in the basket. 1. Zechariah is directed to see a large basket in which sits a woman, Zechariah 5:5 through 7. 2. As the woman is explained to represent wickedness. a. She is thrust down into the basket with a lead cover over the top, Zechariah 5:8. b. 2 women with wings like those of a stork lift the basket to take it to a house in the land of Shinar, Babylon, Zechariah 5:9 through 11. This vision symbolizes that wickedness will be removed from the land. d. The 4 chariots. 1. Zechariah sees 4 chariots coming between 2 bronze mountains, Zechariah 6:1 through 3. a. The first chariot had red horses. b. The second chariot had black horses. c. The third chariot had white horses. d. The fourth chariot had dappled horses. 2. He is told what the chariots represent. Zechariah 6:4 through 8. a. They represent the 4 spirits of heaven. b. The chariot with the black horses is going to the north country, followed by the chariot with the white horses. c. The chariot with the dappled horses is going to the south country. d. The chariots go throughout the earth, with those going to the north giving rest to God's Spirit in the north country. This final vision appears to correspond with the first, Zechariah 1:7 through 11. A. In the first vision, the 4 horses report that the earth was at peace while the temple lay uncompleted. B. Now it is God's Spirit which is given rest to the north country, Babylon? Perhaps this vision reflects that God would be at ease once his purposes concerning Jerusalem, restoration of its temple, and Babylon, judgment for its sins, were complete. With these 8 visions in one night, Zechariah had a message to encourage Zerubbabel and Joshua in their efforts to rebuild the temple. The message would be reinforced with yet another given to Zechariah. The command to crown Joshua. A. The instructions to Zechariah. 1. Take the gift from the captives and make an elaborate crown. Zechariah 6:9-11. B. Set the crown on the head of Joshua the high priest. Zechariah 6:11. 3. Speak the following words to Joshua. Zechariah 6:12-13. A. Behold, the man whose name is the branch. B. From his place he shall branch out. C. He shall build the temple of the Lord. D. He shall hear the glory and shall sit and reign on his throne. E. He shall be a priest on his throne with the council of peace. 4. The elaborate crown to be a memorial in the temple. Zechariah 6:14. 5. Those from far away will help build the temple. Zechariah 6:15. B. The messianic elements of this symbolic crowning. 1. Certainly this symbolic crowning was intended to encourage Joshua and those captives who had returned to build the temple. 2. But Joshua appears to be a type of the coming Messiah, Jesus. A. Jesus was called a Nazarene, branch, Matthew 2:23 and Zechariah 3:8. B. He would branch out, Isaiah 11:1-2, 53:2. C. He would build the temple of the Lord, his church, Matthew 16:18 and Ephesians 2:21-22. D. He would rule on his throne, 1 Corinthians 15:25, Revelation 1:5, 2:27-28. E. He would be a priest on his throne, Hebrews 8:1-2, Revelation 3:21. F. He would provide the counsel of peace, Ephesians 2:14-17. And so this symbolic crowning was not only to encourage Joshua, but those who looked forward to the coming of the Messiah, whom Joshua represented. Conclusion. 1. Through the use of such visions and symbolic representations, A. Zechariah succeeded in motivating Joshua, Zerubbabel, and the captives who returned with them to rebuild the temple. Ezra 6:14-15. B. Zechariah likely increased their anticipation of the future as well, as they would wonder about the fulfillment of these visions. 2. Zechariah's work is not finished, however. A. He will provide answers to questions the people had regarding certain fasts. B. He will have more to say about the future of Jerusalem and the coming Messiah, which we shall consider in the next couple of lessons. Having been reminded in this study of our Lord's role as both king and priest, perhaps we can close by asking, are you submitting to the kingship of Jesus Christ? Are you making proper use of his intercession as our high priest? How you respond to his gospel will answer such questions. Here ends our study of Zechariah, I Am Zealous for Zion, Lesson 2.